yourself so much for. You deserve that, Joseph. I'm sorry. I hate myself because I deserve that. I'm being naughty. I'll be serious now. Come on now. Magnets. So we've got magnets. Magnets? There's male and female, isn't it? Really. And to get the flow, you know, the flux, got to have a centre point. It's pushing and pulling, but it's calm at the centre point, isn't it? You see that hole there? Stop being. Come on now. I said, look at this hole. Father. Just get over it. All right. You know what I mean? You see this hole? You see this hole? You see this here? It's got a... You see that there? If you can imagine. It's just because it's whole. Yeah? But it's two. It's two. This is male and female. Now, our father, our mother, Elohim is one. Male, female. Any which is you see what he did? But that's the same as that. This is male and female. This has got a north and south. This is north and south. This is exactly the same as this, see? So, this is male and female. Elohim. How does some people do it? Elohim. That's how some people do it. But, you know, Elohim is plural. Yes, it is. And all you Jews know that, don't you? Elohim, plural. Let us make man in our image. Elohim. You see, that's all one now. I can't, that is, yeah, because it become one. You better write a marriage certificate for that. Do we have to have a marriage certificate to have that? Perfect union? Elohim. Oh, it's hard. You got to be able to. Excuse me. Now, the woman, what's the difference between a woman and a man? Because Elohim in female form with female gender still Elohim, sent to earth as Christ, Yeshua, the same, but in female form. They are both the same. Father puts in the DNA the male of himself in male form. They were as one. They were separated. Came in the flesh. Mary Magdalene, Yeshua, are the same. Elohim, and they're the first to bring Elohim to Elohim. They both are Elohim, male and female. What's the difference between a male and a female? At conception, doesn't know what it's going to be. It can go either way. X chromosome. X. What makes the difference between a male and a female then? Well, the male has X, Y, XY. It's got something missing. He's got something missing. He's got the, you see, if I was to put that over the top, that little stroke there is missing. That's why these have to become one in the flesh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, that's the only reason why it's just that one second missing. Now an X, what is an X? X chromosome. Well, an X, if you think of, if we take it into the Hebrew, the X, what is it? It's a cross, it's an X, it's an X. Yeah? Some put it that way. It changes over the centuries. Yeah? So there's X. the X chromosome and the X. The X and the X. 2. The last letter of the Hebrew alphabet. What is it? It's a Tav. Yeah, Tau. Tau. Whatever. The T. It's an X. Yeah. It's a centre point and 4 points. So it's a 4. 4, right? So it's the second, so you've got 2 twos, 22nd letter. The value is what? In Hebrew? 400. Now, what we do is, if you know about graphics, you can pull a cross, like a point, up, across, and what you do is you form a 4-sided pyramid with a point, and a 4-sided pyramid with a point. So there's the cross, and you just pull it out into 3D, and what that does is it creates 4 points and a point in the centre. 4 points and a point in the centre. So that's 4, 4. If you think about geometry, gematria, so you've got 4, 4, and the 1 in the centre would be 1. It's the, so what you have is a number which is 4, 1, 4. 4, 1, 4. Now, if you take 4, 1, 4, it's male, female, with a dividing point, just like a magnet. And the dividing point is all the power that everything works to make us all the same 144 vibrating as Elohim. Yeah, and this is where the problem lies with the 144,000 who are claiming to be 144,000. To be 144,000, you have to be vibrating. Males who have the gender of a male they've unevenly yoked themselves by making themselves greater than the female. Therefore there's imbalance. Some men have lost touch with the feminine side of themselves, they think it's beneath them to understand how a woman feels and do the things that a woman would do for a man. Will be romantic, I suppose, but hey, is it to say sorry that you've been a fucking shit? I've done to give her. Well, Father, I'm addressing all the men because they're treating the female as a second-class citizen, whether it's their mother or whoever it is. And you're teaching your offspring to do exactly the same to their mother or partners that come along. This hierarchy. So what you're doing is you're hurting yourself. I'm talking to you males, you're hurting yourself. It's got to change. Because if you don't change, the kingdom of our Father will overtake you and you'll be left behind. There's no place for anyone in the new earth that is vibrating with an attitude that they're greater than their partners or women. That is not on. I am here to bring a new frequency in, along with my she's here as well. She's doing exactly the same as me. She knows who I am. You're both Elohim, yeah, manifest in the flesh. She's manifest as female. I manifested as male. Nevertheless, we're both Elohim. And that's the reason why only she can come to me, because only Elohim can come to me with perfect union, and vice versa. I've got a few notes here. I've been looking at that light and it's affected me like my eyes. Mary Magdalene. Mary Magdalene. The spirit of Mary Magdalene is the same as Yeshua's. They were both the same. They were both here for the same mission. Both were here for the same mission. She was left here, Mary Magdalene, on the earth at the time of the 1st century. And there was a parting. Nevertheless, he was still in Mary Magdalene because they're both the same. They're both exactly the same. One was in the flesh as a male, the other was in the flesh as a female. Mary Magdalene, Yeshua, both the same. While he was away, she was left here. And the male dominant world disrespected her, yet she was their teacher. As Yeshua was the teacher, there was no difference. There's no difference. You men hid Mary Magdalene. Yes, you would get information from her and call it your own and write it in the scriptures. But where did you get this information from? Mary Magdalene. And you took her off her throne, didn't you? A lot of people will be shocked at this, that the 12 disciples would do such a thing. Do that to Mary Magdalene. These men were still steeped in tradition that hadn't clicked on yet. This Jewish mentality of taking Father's beauty off her throne is shocking. And Father's just watched it all. But now comes the day when Mary Magdalene is glorified, truly glorified. Now, she's here on this earth. She's not called Mary Magdalene. She has another name. But she is. She is Elohim. Elohim, male and female. It's in the image of Elohim as Yeshua, who has arrived as well in the flesh, brings Elohim, and it all starts with them. It has to start somewhere. And I'm not going to bring any glory to myself. I'm here to direct everyone to the tower. The tower, Magdalene, is mighty tower. The ancient script said, into it the righteous runs. It's a mighty name. It's a mighty tower. Because she has father and mother within. She has daughters. Daughters of Zion. She is teaching our daughters, the daughters of Zion, by example, as Yeshua should in the flesh as well. They both do exactly the same thing. They set the example to try and bring balance in, to help people understand, to be 144,000. It is balance, the male and the female. So there is 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 4. Right? 4, 4 is 8. 400 and 400 is an 8. Yeah, from the XX is an 8. You see that? Now let's not forget we have a point in the centre. So if we put the point in the centre, remember yod. Yod is a Y, and it's a 10. So you put 10. So let's do it. 4, 4, and 10. 400, 410. So you'd have 4, 1, 4, which I've already discussed. Now, in Hebrew, which way do you write it? There to there. So you go 4, 1. No, you start in the middle. You go 1, 4, 4, back over. Now, if you read it from the other way, it goes from the middle. 1, 4, 4. So you can read it that way or that way. It still is 1, 4, 4. It is balanced. 1, 4, 4. When we add them up, what is it? 1, 4, 4. When you reach 1, 4, 4, you got it. What is it? When you reach 1, 4, 4. It is light. Light. It's all the colours. It's all the colours. All the colours. Balancing each other. There must be balance. For this toroidal field to work and to pull and push on each other, there must be balance on either side. If a man has not got balance with his female side, because he has it, X, Y, X, you know, a woman is XX, in your chromosome. A man, come on now, you got something missing though, you see. But it's there. It's there. It's there. So, I hope that's helped someone. We're in a very critical situation at the moment. We're talking about as an ancient text said, if you take the mark of the wild beast, how would you do it? Nebuchadnezzar, remember? Nebuchadnezzar turned into a beast for 7 years. He thought as a beast. Think of an allegory, illustration. Mankind, 6,000 years of thinking like Nebuchadnezzar. Yeah, beast-like. They've even created a beast, an image of itself. How? Think of all the technology, everything that's computerized, everything in the digital world. Who made it? Who created it? AI is in the image of its creator. The creator of AI